And then they tried to explain to her. And then she immediately called my mom to come and listen. Oh, it's so embarrassing because they didn't see me to be that kind of child.
So they thought you were a good boy.
Well,
they knew you were stubborn, but they didn't know you were a thief.
But not to be stealing like donuts. My mom was so like ashamed, like donuts, like Chrissy, why? Like she just.
No, but let's not skip. So they called the house, and then your grandma called your mom,
and then she listened. They told her to come to Lewisham, Canary Wharf.
Okay, but at this time you didn't know that, right? Did you hear them make the call to your mom?
Yeah, they were making the call.
Okay, yeah. Was it? So
they
like
told me
they could hear your mom.
They told me they were going to call the police.
Yeah.
They said children like you need to be dealt with. Like, so they're going to call the police. Blah blah blah, and then my heart started beating like, oh, I've caused so much. Like,
so at that point, did you have regrets? Did you think?
I started regretting so much.
Do you think I should have never stolen the donuts, or do you think I should have stopped after the last time? What was the thinking?
Like, I was actually thinking about football. I'm not going to play football again. And then I realized that I'm not going to be able to sell to my friends.
So the first thing you thought about was football.
Money.
Second thing was you're not going to be making money.
Yeah.
You didn't care about your exams.
No, the exams, I didn't even think about the exams.
And then you started thinking about your mom and
is my mom like my mom, like my grandma that was worried.
So your mom calls you Kwesi?
Like she don't only when there's trouble.
Okay.
Like, then she'll mention like.
Okay. Anyway, so they called them. And you were sitting there when they called your mom.
Yeah, they kept me there for a while.
I know. So at some point after the call, you're sitting there. Were there other kids that were caught that came to join, or you were the only thief that day?
No, there was someone in there
already.
Yeah.
Was it a black boy?
No. This was a white woman.
She was stole some stuff.
She for her, like, I think she had like, what was it? Her bags. I think she had some in the bags. She had some in the
socks. Was it the donuts or something else?
No. It's like different things. Yeah.
But you had specialized in the donuts.
For the donuts, I don't believe at that point. Right. And then they for me, they told me to take everything out. When they caught me, they didn't tell me to take anything. When we went to the
they didn't even ask you out there to take anything out. They just walked with you. So the donuts were still with you.
They were still with me.
And you thought, so at that point, did you know that they knew about the donuts?
Yeah, I knew that.
But you didn't think about taking them out and give it to them?
No. Like, I just wanted to, I felt like people were watching me.
So you didn't want the people, your train mates
to see what's going on. Like, I just wanted to get out from that scene. And so when we went to that, we went to that security room, I knew I'm in trouble. Because immediately they told me that they're going to call the police. Yeah. Like, they told me, basically it was the end of the road for me.
So at some point, they call your mom. I want to know the moment your mom got there. Did you go to the police station or you were?
No, I was there.
And then your mom came. So walk me through the scene. Did you hear your mom or you saw her? Like, at what moment did you know your mom was there?
I was in this small room, and then I heard them talking to her. I think they showed her. They were showing her the video. Yeah. I could see her, and I saw her reaction.
So how was the reaction?
Oh, she couldn't believe it. Like,
and they showed her multiple times that you had done it.
So that one they showed her when I was there. Like they called me over, and then she saw me. When she saw me, she gave me one look, and I just knew I'm in trouble. So then,
so did you stand right next to her, or you kept them between you and?
They put me next to her, but I moved back. I didn't want to get smacked. So I moved back. And then when she watches it, she would watch me in the corner of her eye. And then she would just be shaking her head. And I just knew. And all I had to do, I just kept saying, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry."
So at that time, your mom wasn't working?
At that time, no, she was. But she was off that day.
She was off that day.
Was
your father working at the time?
No, my dad wasn't around.
He wasn't around?
He wasn't in the country. He was out of the country.
Okay. So then, So then your mom looks at the tape, and then what happens next?
And then I started thinking like, hey, she's gonna tell that. Like, and at that point, so many things were just going through my head. Like, I'm really in trouble. I know I'm gonna get punished when I get home.
Yeah.
And then so she was really disappointed, and she just looked at me and she was like, why would you do this? I gave you money. She looked at the price. You can buy this. Like, so she was surprised. And at that point, I couldn't even explain to her like
it's for business.
I couldn't even tell her. And then she was just like, she just said, "I'm really disappointed."
But I want to know what happened. So then the security people, did they ask your mom to pay for stuff?
So what happened was when they saw my mom, she's very likable.
Okay.
So when they saw her and how she was speaking,
they felt sorry for her.
It's like, why'd you do this to your mom? Like, look at her. Yeah. Like, she doesn't look like someone that, because I think they've dealt with so many different people. So they realized that no, she's not a bad person. She, like, I don't think she raised you like this. So why? So they just told her, like, they told me that they were calling police. Yeah. They didn't actually, they actually ended up not calling the police. Yeah. But they gave me a very stern warning. And they told my mom as well, like, should this ever happen again?
So did you stop getting off at that stop? Or when you get there, you don't go to the Tesco? Did you stop going to that Tesco? Wait, you went back and stole more donuts? Oh my goodness.
I didn't stop.
You didn't stop?
No. So what happened is that I stopped going there for a while. So one time I went to buy a drink. It was Lucasade.
Okay.
So it started communicating to me.
Oh my goodness.
So so that time, that day, I actually paid for it.
Okay.
So that gave me the confidence to go back again.
Okay.
I had the intention of paying that day. For some reason, I don't know. So I did it again.
Oh my goodness.
I did it again. And
But didn't it occur to you that, okay, if I get caught this time, my mom gets caught again, I'm through? Did you not care?
I thought I was being careful. Because this time, like, I used a different strategy. I changed my coat. I said, I'm not wearing this coat again. This is like what
bad luck. Yeah. So you changed your coat. You had a new coat, so you thought you could get away with it.
Yeah, and then funny, I was caught. But funny, I don't know if they had changed security or like, so he didn't recognize me. Because it had been a while.
So it was a new security?
It was a new security, yeah.
And so when they caught you, did they call your mom again? Or
no,
this time
what did they do? Not this time. So I had to just tell them like, I don't know what came. Like I was just trying to go on like I was meant or something. Like.
So this time when they caught you, they caught you stealing, so they didn't have the tapes.
Yeah. No. This one was. I took it. They saw me trying to walk out.
So this time you just held it out.
I held it.
You stopped putting it in your jacket because you realized that showed that you were a thief. But if you just walk out with it, it might look like
the guy.
You forgot.
So the reason why I did, the reason why it never went any further, like they came up to me and then they realized that I was just taking it out. Like I didn't hide it.
Yeah.
I was just walking normal. Like usually I'm.
So after that, did you take it again?
No, we're a different place.
But I stopped doing it at that Tesco.
I stopped going to that Tesco. I tried Sainsbury's.